Why is kids ministry the most important ministry? Great question, and you need to know the answer to that if you're going to be working with children. I'm Jess Blankenbiller, the director of Thriving Kids Ministry. Let me just start by saying that I know ministering to all ages of people is important. However, there's something unique about kids ministry that I believe makes it one of the most important ministries. To serve and thrive in kids ministry, we need the right vision, the right perspective, God's vision and perspective. Without that, we'll likely get burnt out and stop serving. You might think, well, I just work with kids, it's not that important. Time out. You need to know that kids ministry is the most important ministry. And before I explain why, I'm going to explain what kids ministry is not, because we have people in our lives that might believe the wrong thing. Kids ministry is not babysitting. We want to keep the kids safe at all times, but it is so much more than that. Number two, kids ministry is not entertainment. Yes, we want to have fun with them. Play is the language of children, but entertainment is not our goal. Number three, kids ministry is not a side effect of the adult ministry. It is not a necessary evil. That is the farthest from the truth. To recap, kids ministry is not babysitting, entertainment, or a side effect of adult ministry. Now let's talk about what kids ministry is. Number one, it is a priority. Jesus demonstrated this when he showed how much children matter in Mark chapter 10, and he said, let the children come to me. Have you noticed that the devil has made children a priority? He has targeted them big time. They are under attack in so many ways in our culture today. We should be prioritizing children and kids ministry. Just like Jesus got angry when his disciples, they tried to keep the kids away from him, we should get angry when children aren't allowed to encounter Jesus and be discipled, to be able to hear the truth of who he is. Kids ministry is a priority. Number two, kids ministry is discipleship. The Great Commission says, go into all the world and make disciples. It doesn't say of adults only. So Jesus was referring to children as well. He himself was discipled as a boy. We see evidence of this when he was found at age 12, sitting in the temple and talking with the leaders. Number three, kids ministry is a doorway to the unchurched. I want you to think about this for a moment. Most unbelievers aren't just going to walk into our churches on a Sunday morning. But if an unbeliever were to come, it would very likely be for the sake of their kids or grandkids. One of the very best ways to reach a community with the gospel is through the children. Children connect us with families, moms, dads, grandparents, aunts and uncles, older siblings. Kids ministry is a doorway to the lost. Remember, Jesus didn't say, let the church kids come or let the temple kids come to me. What did he say? Let the little children come to me. This means all children. Our churches should always be reaching outside of their walls, making connections with children and families in their communities. To recap, kids ministry is a priority. It is discipleship, and it is the doorway to the unchurched, to the lost. One of the greatest reasons why kids ministry is the most important ministry is because of, drum roll here, it is a window of opportunity. Barna research shows that most adults who are Christians today became followers of Jesus between the ages of 4 and 14. Just think about that. Let that sink in. Most children are open and ready to meet Jesus. He made them to be in relationship with him. They were made to know him personally and worship him, to be empowered by his Holy Spirit. There is no junior Holy Spirit. It's the same Bible, it's the same doctrine, it's the same Spirit no matter what the age. Children are the church of today, not the church of tomorrow. We must grab onto this truth if we're serving in kids ministry, that this is an incredible window of opportunity. Discipling other age groups is absolutely important as well, but I hope you realize why kids ministry is unique in this way, because it occurs in a season of life when kids are most likely to receive the truth of Jesus Christ, say yes to his free gift of salvation. To really have God's vision and perspective for kids ministry, it's important to look at what Jesus did with kids in the Bible. So think about this. What did he do? He took them in his arms, blessed them, laid his hands on them, healed them. He used their lunch to do a miracle. He set them free from demonic possession, and he raised them from the dead. I encourage you to read and study, meditate on Matthew 18, 1 through 14. It's all about children. There's a few key things Jesus says in that passage. And guess what? Remember the parable of the lost sheep? The shepherd leaves the 99 to go after the one. In Matthew's account of this parable, Jesus is referring to children. He begins with children, tells the parable, and then ends by saying, the Father's will is that not one of these little ones would perish. Kids ministry is the most important ministry. We don't have to do it, we get to do it. Finally, I want to encourage you to pray. Ask God to give you his vision for kids ministry. Write out some reasons why you're doing ministry. Clarify God's vision for the ministry he has called you to in this season. What you invest in the lives of children now will yield immeasurable harvest later on. Jesus said in Mark 10, "Let the children come, do not hinder them." Let's make that our priority, our mission to bring children to Jesus, all children, not just the ones that are already coming on Sunday morning. Serving in kids ministry is a great honor. It's one of the highest callings God can give. Grab hold of his vision and perspective and run with it.